This video is for Chapter 8, Section 8.1 for the math activity Experimental Probabilities from Simulations. We'll use simulations and explore experimental probabilities. You need a 1 to 8 and a 1 to 12 spinner for this activity. In the first question, a school will send 8 children to a one-day session of the state's House of Representatives. 2 fourth graders, 3 fifth graders, and 3 sixth graders. 2 students will be picked at random to have lunch with the governor, and the others will have lunch with the legislatures. Do you think it's likely or not so likely that at least one sixth grader will be picked to have lunch with the governor? So pause and think. There are 8 children, 2 will randomly be selected, 3 are sixth graders. Do you think it's likely or not so likely that one of the 2 children will be a sixth grader? Record your guess. Then in part A, one approach to answering this is we'll model this with a simulation. So we take our 1 to 8 spinner and we distribute the 2 fourth, 3 fifth, and 3 sixth graders. Then we spin to determine our first student, and then we spin again until we get a different number, because of course the same student can't be picked twice. And then in part A, we ask you to repeat this 20 times, each time recording the grade level of each student. So you should end up with a list like this: 4th grade, 5th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 6th grade, 4th grade, etc. Then in part B, we ask you, based on your data, now how would you rate the chances that it will be at least one sixth grader to go to lunch with the governor? And write a sentence or two to support your conclusion. And then in part C, describe what you could do to increase your confidence about your conclusion. So we're just experimenting with our thoughts on what probability is it that the sixth grader will be chosen. Now in question 2, we do a different type of simulation, repeating of an experiment. In New Hampshire, cars have inspection stickers, and they indicate the month of the inspection on the windshield as shown in this image. So this one is for December 12. So the question is, if there are approximately the same number of cars for inspection each month, what's the likelihood that if I randomly select 6 cars, that all 6 will have different inspection months? So use a 1 to 12 spinner, and that's a direct correlation: January 1, February 2, March 3, etc. And spin the spinner 6 times. This will simulate selecting cars at random and record the numbers. So you should have a list like 2, 3, 4, 11, this sort of list, 6 blocks of 6 numbers for each time. And repeat this experiment 15 times and determine the percentage of experiments with 6 different inspection months. This percentage is called our experimental probability. If you're working in a team, that's a lot of spins, you might split the work up. In number 2, we continue to say, on the basis of your experiment, what do you think the likelihood is? Unlikely, about 50-50, or actually likely that when 6 cars are selected, they'll all have different inspection months? And again, explain how the accuracy of your experimental probability can be improved. That's it for Math Activity 8.1. I hope you have fun thinking about probabilities and using experiments to do so.